Hello there, folks, and welcome to Chelsea. Football Manager 2019 is here. We are back again for the start of a brand new game with a brand new save. And it is, as I say, it's Chelsea. Lovely blue, lovely purples. It's a match made in heaven. Unless you don't like blue and purple, in which case switch to the dark skin. Which skin are you using? I tried the dark skin. Some of the text doesn't look quite right on it. Early days though, you never know, we might go back. Pre-season though, with the Chelsea, lots of wins, one defeat, a 3-0 reverse against Shanghai. Putting that down to the fact that we'd also played Kwanshan just 2 days earlier. We had a lot of players unavailable due to the World Cup. They're all back now. We did play Manchester City in the Charity Shield, Community Shield, whatever you'd like to call it, and we won on penalties. A Morata goal in the first half, cancelled out by Fabian Delph, but then winning on penalties. Kepa, or keeper, however you say it, let me know. Saving 3. So he's a hero straight off. 6.8 though, so not that good. Again, they're missing a lot of good players up front. They're all back today. Eden Hazard, back. Loftus-Cheek, back. Kante, back. Giroud, back. Willian, back, but probably not fit to actually start. We'll probably have him on the bench though. I'm not too sure. We've got a lot of talent that we're trying to squeeze in. We've let Danny Drinkwater go out on loan, and we've brought in a big man in defence. Let's have a quick look now. Lucas Pearson's also gone as well, but who cares? Daniele Regani comes in, an elite centre-back, £42 million from Juventus. What a player, a lot of defender for a lot of money, and he's going to be good. He's already scored in pre-season, of course, and we've lifted that Charity Shield, that Community Shield trophy. But that's not important, as the board say. The important things, of course, the Premier League and probably the Europa League are expected to reach the finals of these two competitions, the FA Cup and the Europa League. Not bothered about the Carabao, and the Premier League is qualified for the Champions League. So we're not even expected to win it. I want to win it, though. That's the aim. So, yeah, it's Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Roman persuaded me, if you haven't seen episode 0, he gave me a call and just said, look, I need, we've got money, and that's what we're on contract wise, 130 grand a week. I'm happy to take that kind of money. We got my suggested ratings in terms of what attributes we should have. We slightly lean towards more coaching. We've taken adaptability off. We don't need to manage in a foreign league. So yeah, fantastic scenes. Our best opinion, Mark Hughes. That's not reciprocated, Mark, I've got to be honest. Anyway, it's Burnley today in the Premier League. You can see the other results have left Arsenal top of the tree, with Brighton just behind. They beat Wolves by 4-2. Everton with a bad start, losing 3-0 at the Arsenal to put them bottom of the Premier League. Hopefully we can join these top 6 on 3 points with a fine win over Burnley. Never can tell with the opening day, but Burnley have got 6 players out injured. Let's have a quick shufty at their team. Stephen Defoe, Lennon. Yeah, we should be beating them now. We should be beating them with the players they've not got available. So fingers crossed. I'll see you pitch side with the team news in just a second. So here we go then. The first Premier League lineup that we'll name. And we're going with a 4-2-3-1 with Fabregas in the hole just behind Morata. Pedro right side, Hazard left. Kante and Kovacic in the middle. We've got a lot of alternatives, as I've alluded to. The defence and the midfield areas especially. We've got a lot of strength in depth, and there's players that we haven't even got out there on the bench today that could certainly come in and do a job. For Burnley, though, it's all about this solid core. Tarkowski, Gibson, Cork and Westwood. It's going to be up to us to get between the lines and hopefully break them down between here. You want to be getting into these areas, especially the wing-backs and the attacking inside forwards. Fingers crossed we see a good performance from Hazard today. Well, we just want to get 3 points, really, don't we? I'm nervous. I'm always nervous opening day. So let's get into the game. I expect nothing but a win because, quite frankly, we should be beating Burnley. No disrespect to Burnley, but opening day at home, the fans expect, I expect, and Roman expects. So we don't want to annoy him, especially not first game. And we get things underway, moving right to left. Hazard tackle. That's not a great start, Eden. Come on. I thought it was a corner, but it's a throw in. Marcus Alonso takes it. Kovacic losing out to Goodmanson, but the ball out is poor, and Regani gets it back to Kante. Fabregas, Kovacic in the middle. It's all a bit tight. Kante, what can you do here? Can he get a ball across? No, goes to Azpilicueta. Keeps it just in. Back to Kante, a bit of space. Tried to cross. Might have been better to look for the man on the edge of the penalty area, but here we go again. We'll rebuild as Azpilicueta. Kovacic, a little bit sluggish, but that's better from Conte. I mean, that's what you expect from N'Golo, and hopefully we can get the play moving. Fabregas Conte's heavily involved, and he strides forward. Not the greatest strike, is it? Tom Heaton comfortably collecting it. Corner ball this time. Fabregas headed away by Wood, and N'Golo Kante is on it again. He's making things happen. You just don't want the shots to be falling to N'Golo as Fabregas picks up a knock. Let's make a change and get him out and bring on Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Fingers crossed we don't see too many injuries early on in this season as Marcos Alonso's corner is whipped in and Rudiger heads over the crossbar. Should have done better with that. It was a challenge header. It wasn't a free header, but he's got a, he should be working the goalkeeper that close in. Corner for Burnley, just pulled half an hour about Robbie Brady, and it's unmarked. Chris Wood on the far post, just over the crossbar. He should have been scoring as well. Danger sign that. Warning shot from Burnley. Azpilicueta. And we lose the ball again. We're a little bit slack when it comes to... Well, they've hit the post. Chris Wood. It's not a great... We're not playing very well. I'm going to have to demand a bit more as Bardsley will take this throw in. Goodmanson gives it back to Bardsley. And Tarkowski, and suddenly Ben Mee scores, and it's a disaster, to be honest. We've asked for more, we've demanded more from the boys, and it's going to have to be better than it has been. We were just watching shadows at this point. They didn't even have to break a tackle to get through us. And Ben Mee shouldn't be having that. I mean, it was heavily deflected through a crowd. A little bit fortunate, perhaps, but we shouldn't be allowing them shots in that kind of range. And we need to be better. I'm going to put it down to a lack of fluidity. A lot of these players coming back, obviously, from World Cup duty. As, apparently offside. Didn't feel offside, but we'll see it now. I think we get a bit of an action replay. Keep your eye on Hazard here. Well, I stand corrected. Eden Hazard, well offside. A good finish, though. And that's the kind of thing we need to see more of. Pedro a corner just before the 45-minute marker. N'Golo Kante, it's not the man again we want on this, but can he deliver something a little bit more impressive here? Well, it's clumsy and messy, but it ends up falling to Alonso. Kovacic sends Alonso back down the left-hand side. Burnley proving a hard nut to crack. We just can't get between the lines. Kovacic, Kante has another strike. I mean, N'Golo Kante should not be shooting. Maybe we need to take him and pull him back a little bit further because he's heavily involved, but a shooter of the ball, he is not. And a really, really poor first half showing in our first Premier League game. We have to be aggressive with the boys and tell them to go again. We'll be shouting more from the touchline. We'll be demanding more from the boys as we get underway in this second half. Not ideal by any stretch. Not ideal at all, as Kepa claims. And we've got 45 minutes to get back into this game. Well, nothing's happened in that first 15 minutes after the break. Burnley very much just sitting there and waiting. We're going to bring on... I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, Morata's had a shocking game. We're going to bring on Giroud, and we're just going to ask him to be more of a target man, just to withdraw. And hopefully we'll get these players around him a little bit more. Let's move support there, as Hazard prefers it. So we'll try and play to Hazard's strengths and see if we can make something happen off of Giroud. Brady's corner, though. Ben Mee, and he scored again. No challenge going in on Ben Mee. His second of the season from a corner this time. First goal coming from a throw-in, and we've been sucker punched a little bit by Burnley. They've been rigid, and I think that deflected as well. So they've scored two deflected efforts, and we're 2-0 down at home to Burnley. This save may end up being short-lived. Azpilicueta driving forward, Loftus-Cheek sends Hazard, crosses, and it creeps in. Tarkowski own goal, I think, yes. Ball put across by Hazard, but towed in by Tarkowski. So we're, again, 4-1 behind. Not a great goal. Probably not the goal the first goal I wanted to bring you that we'd score, but a goal nonetheless, as it creeps agonisingly past Heaton. And let's see if we can demand a bit more from the boys. I mean, it's not unrecoverable. It's not a ridiculous stretch that we might actually be able to click into gear and let's go attacking at this point because we need to force the issue. Maybe it's a little bit too late to have done that. We've got one more change in our pocket, and I don't really know who to bring on. I think we're going to bring on Zappacosta for Azpilicueta. There's been a lot of poor performances today, so no one can really look at themselves with any great pride in a blue shirt. Zappacosta and Kante beaten in the air. Zappacosta, surely a foul. Playing on though, Loftus-Cheek, and we lose the ball. It's not been good. It's not been good enough in any way. And Goodmanson brings the ball through now. Vidra That's not a great ball, Zappacosta. This is where we need to really get at them, because they've pushed a few bodies forward at least. But now they're back in. We're just being a little bit too slow and deliberate with the passing, I think. Pedro, Loftus-Cheek to Giroud, and back to him. And it's not a bad effort, but, you know, it would have taken a poor piece of goalkeeping. We can ask the boys to push forward. Hopefully we can get in search of an equaliser. I mean, we've been a little bit unlucky, really, if you look at the statistics. But then they are Burnley, so you're not expecting them to come and dominate the ball, and we're going to lose at home in the opening game. What a really, really disappointing start to this save. But that's how I do things. Pretty poor. Jack Cork, Lowton, and they're just going to play out time. You'd have thought. I think we should have done better. Oh, it's Loftus-Cheek. As I say, we're going to put this down to a lot of rustiness. There's a few players not used to the system. That's what we're going to say. It makes the team talk at the end of this game very straightforward, very easy. And it's simply this. Aggressive like that. So a few really poor performances. Morata, 6.2. Equally so, I think, Azpilicueta, 6.3. Not good enough. Absolutely nowhere near. So we really need to improve. Unfortunately, that's Man City away in the next game. Claret's battle to victory. That's a nice way of saying lucky. Serious injury for Cesc Fabregas and calf strain, which happens a lot, of course. Doesn't really. So that's frustrating. Another midfielder out injured. But yeah, fixture-wise, it's Manchester City next, and then Liverpool, and then Watford, before Bournemouth to kick us off after the international break. And that's where we'll return to see how we've progressed, really. Will we have won a game? Fingers crossed we will have. Be Bournemouth next then. Do pop a like on there for me. At least we did win the Community Shield, so at least we've won silverware in our Chelsea career, even if we don't win any more games. Subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. If you're managing the team in Football Manager 2019, do let me know in the comments. Who are you managing? What new features are you enjoying? Let me know. I'll get back to you on the comments. I'm still finding the features as I'm going, and it's fun when you do that, because you suddenly find something that you didn't realise that you were missing, and then you never look back. That's Football Manager. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. That's Bournemouth. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again on the next video. Take care and goodbye.